Hello, welcome to American Baker in Germany. I'm Michelle, and today I have a fast and easy tutorial to show you how to make fondant roses. I'll show you 3 different ways that I make them. So let's get started.
The first technique I'm going to show you is a ribbon rose. First, roll out your fondant. I know I'm using an unnatural color, but I needed it not to be too light so it shows up well on camera. Then I cut the fondant into rough strips. You can use a strip cutter, but it looks more natural if it's not perfect. Freehand is best. Then roll the strip into a general cone shape. I pinch the bottom together and flare the top out just a bit. One of the most important steps to make a fondant rose is to let it bloom. You roll the top of the rose toward the outside. The more space you can get into the flower, the more natural it will look. This particular technique, however, isn't meant to look realistic. At the end, I like to cut off a bit from the bottom of the rose so it's not quite so thick. Next, I'll show you a variation on the ribbon rose. Before I twist it together, I use a tapered fondant tool to make a kind of ruffle texture on one side of the ribbon. Then I roll it together on the opposite side with the ruffled side up. Then make your flower bloom again. And cut off the bottom again. Next, I'll show you a technique I use to make a more realistic looking rose. It's really not too difficult. Roll out your fondant and cut out a whole bunch of circles with the back of a piping tip. Then take a tiny pinch of fondant and make a cone out of it to act as a base. However, rose petals aren't perfectly round, so before you assemble the rose, flatten the edges with the pads of your fingers to give them a more natural looking asymmetrical shape. It's also helpful to have the edges of the petals thinner than the middle. Once you've gotten all your petals flattened, take a bit of water or edible glue and paint it onto the cone. Then wrap the petals around the cone in odd-numbered groups, beginning with 1. Take 1 petal and wrap it around the cone, then wrap 3 petals around the base flower, tucking the last petal under the first. Then I pinch them together slightly at the base of the rose, and move on to 5 petals. I stick them on the same way. Then 7 petals. Now make the flower bloom. To make it look really realistic, you can add the petals on one at a time, but I find this technique good enough for fondant roses. You can also vary the sizes of the petals a bit. Turn the petals out more or less, put more or fewer petals on the rose, make it your way. Here I'll show you what it looks like when I pinch the petals a bit to give it more movement. It's a matter of taste, how you like it best. I'll show that one more time. Beginning with a small cone, place 1 petal wrapped around it. Then 3 petals. Followed by 5 petals. This time I'm leaving it at this many petals. I turned them out, but I don't pinch them this time. This is a sleeker, more perfect look, although the pinched petals look more realistic in my opinion. This cake was made by me and some friends of mine using only the techniques I just showed, plus some simple piping. How lovely and elegant is that? I mean, who wouldn't love to get a cake like this? I hope you enjoyed the simple tutorial today and that it helps you make the perfect fondant roses for your project. For more cakes and tutorials, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you always know when we've uploaded a new video. See you again next time.